Hey, welcome back. This is African Discourse channel, and I'm here with someone I am very happy to actually talk to. So he's with the Fido team. I'll let him introduce himself, and then we can get on track. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
Please, can you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Okay, so my name is Twum. I lead business development at Fido.
Okay. What does Fido do?
So Fido is a digital lender. So we give microloans to individuals and entrepreneurs. We've been around for over a decade. We actually celebrated 11 years a couple of weeks ago. So we're quite an OG in the space, yes. So over the past decade and some, we've done a lot in the retail lending space. That's lending to individuals.
Yeah.
But in the past couple of years, we introduced Fido Biz, which is our offering to entrepreneurs. So it's small business loans. Yeah. And till date, we have over 700,000 customers. Every month, we have over 300,000 active customers. So every month, we have 300,000 people who have a loan from Fido. That's the scale of our business today.
Wow.
Yeah.
So talking about that many people, do you think that you are the leading company when it comes to like digital tech, lending money to individuals? Do you think you are the leading company in that industry?
Well, I'll say yes. And I'll say yes from the perspective that we are the leader when it comes to players who have their own credit scoring, lend their own funds, and acquire their own customers. So in that regard, then we are the leading company in Ghana.
What is Fido doing that is different from the other fintechs?
So I think I will talk about credit score. So we have our proprietary credit score called the Fido Score. And I always say that we are one of the first operators in the market who actually created a transparent credit score where our customers have access to it. They know what their score is, and they are able to, we teach them the things they need to do to improve the score. So that's our financial literacy as well. So yeah, the Fido Score is built on more than 10 AI models. We started with AI way before the AI buzz began. Yeah, so we are OGs in that space as well. So yes, that allows us to profile anybody who doesn't even have like a financial history or doesn't have all these formal documentation that a typical financial institution would require.
Okay.
We don't need all of those. We find other ways to do that digitally. So anybody at all is able to come into our ecosystem. Once they pass the Fido Score, they can access a loan from us. And also, I believe that's how we've scaled and gotten the numbers. Of course, we have other go-to-market strategies. We have a very strong marketing team as well. And so we're able to push our product out there and the people love it.
So earlier when I said that you've been asking me a lot, you've been sending me a lot of messages. You said it's because I've been in your ecosystem. Whilst I agree with that, for me, personal experience, when I tried to sign up, there was a lot of steps.
Yeah.
How are we making this user-friendly? How are we, because I think along the line, I had to stop. And then that is it.
Yeah, so that's why we keep asking you to come back. Yeah, but I mean, to answer your question, I'd like to know more. Where did you find the biggest challenge?
It's been a long time. It's been over 2 years. So I don't remember.
Okay,
but
so you don't remember.
starting,
Okay.
And then I had to stop because there was a lot of steps to do. And I want to know if, well, that was 2 years ago. Has it changed? Is it more user-friendly? Is it more easier for people to sign up to Fido?
Yeah, so actually, if it was 2 years ago, then definitely there's a lot of improvements. Today, you can scan your Ghana card and then do your facial recognition. And that's the KYC you do. And immediately you're inside the app. Your Fido score would also be calculated. That actually determines whether you'll be able to take a loan or not. So definitely the process is more seamless today. Better than 2 years ago. So you should try it again when you get those SMSs.
All right. So lending money. how easy it is. How is it that easy to just sign up and take money? Are you getting any guarantees from these people that are taking money from like personal loans? What is the guarantee that they are going to pay back? Is there something that the company is doing to mitigate that risk?
Yeah, sure. So I mean, there's always a risk lending money to people you don't know.
Yes.
But actually, that's why we are here. Like our mission is to empower individuals and entrepreneurs
Yeah.
to capture opportunities in Africa. What does that mean? We're focusing on the continent of Africa, and what we have here are people who don't have the typical documentary requirements that a bank would have. So, if we're really going to address that segment, then we need to find ways to make it work. Okay. We do have some internal mechanisms, to go after the people who owe us. But one thing I can say is that none of it is physical. Like if you hear of people chasing someone, abusing someone about their loans, it's definitely not Fido.
It's not Fido.
Definitely not Fido.
Okay. All right. So you mentioned credit score, right?
Yeah.
What is that?
So it's like it's a financial assessment of an individual. So let's keep it that simple. So basically, it's a number you'll see. For Fido, you would see a number in the app
Okay.
to show your Fido score. You would know how far you are from the minimum to qualify for a loan. And then you'll see it improve as you repay your loans. You take a bigger loan, repay that loan, take a bigger loan. And of course, we have ways of rewarding people to stay within the ecosystem. So for instance, when you repay your loan, you get onto another step on the ladder and your next loan will be higher. And the interest also reduces. Okay, so as you go up, the amount increases, the interest reduces here.
All right. Thank you very much. What is one misconception when it comes to lending money digitally?
I think usually for new entrants, they come with this assumption that if you lend the money, you'll have the people repay. But it's not that straightforward. The business looks very simple, especially if you are looking at an app like the Fido app. But the kind of work that goes into what you see out there is way beyond you could perceive from looking at the app. So the misconception is that it's an easy business. If you have the funds, you can put it in a nice app and you'll be able to get your money back. It's not that straightforward. And that's how come we have been able to establish ourselves as leaders, because we've been at it for long. It's been over 10 years, right? So definitely there's a lot of mileage we have. There's a lot of experience we have. There's a lot of insights we've gathered over the years, which go into how we run the business. So I think the misconception is really a misconception because digital lending goes way beyond what the eye see. Yeah.
Okay, so that was going to be my next question. How Fido is someone borrows money, how are you making sure that this person is paying back your money? Because from the traditional lending money, I've seen a lot of startups, collapse because people are not paying their money back.
Yeah, definitely. So I think one thing I shared is it's really a difficult industry to penetrate, for sure. I mean, even those of us in the industry know this. And so if you don't have like the financial muscle to sustain the first few years where people will do these things while you learn and you gather the data and you build on it. If you don't have that financial muscle, it will be hard for you to succeed. Yeah, so it's a really difficult industry to break into. For us, I mean, we've learned the hard way as well.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to go through that process, right?
Yeah.
And for us, I think what our secret sauce is that Fido score, because it profiles the right people who are like they are more likely to pay than to default. So that alone saves us a lot of hassle chasing people. And then there'll be the few who you have to follow up on. And for that as well, we've built well-structured mechanisms internally to help us even curate different programs for different people, right? So over the years, we've been able to understand how people behave. We've been able to understand their perception and how to speak to them and etc. So we have different like bespoke ways to collect money for different people.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. I'd like to know, what award did we win tonight?
It was a partnership award.
Partnership award.
So FinTech Microfinance Partnership of the Year. So it was us and Built Financial Technologies.
Okay. I'm sure the team is very excited about that.
Yeah, we are pumped.
All right. So away from Fido,
Yeah.
the fintech industry, how is the atmosphere like when it comes to the Ghanaian, like the normal Ghanaian? Are they very, tolerable? Are they accepting it? Is it growing? What's the atmosphere like for the fintech industry?
I think Ghanaians are very open to fintech. If we are talking about like the customers, definitely. It's rather on the operator side, like the companies who are having quite a tough time, whether it's raising funds or dealing with inflation or a deteriorating currency. So there are so many headwinds that you have to deal with as a startup in Ghana, and I believe we'll weather the storms. Yeah.
In weathering the storm, today's topic was about cybersecurity.
Cyber, yeah.
Yes, I would like to know how safe our money is when these two companies come together. Is there an assurance? Because for me, there's some form of receptive when it comes to the digital and financial. There's been a lot of fraud issues. There's been a lot of steal when it comes to us and our money on digital media, even for banks. And so how safe is our money? Or going forward, how safe is our money going to be? Is it going to change?
So first of all, Fido operates like a fintech, for sure, but we are actually highly regulated by the central bank. So almost everything that applies to a bank applies to Fido, and we are compliant to all of these, like ISO 27001 certification for cybersecurity, information security. Actually, we are compliant to the regulations that matter, right? And so, if an institution like ours is partnering with Built, then we are bringing we are harnessing synergies, like we are bringing our strengths to bear, and that should give you the comfort that someone like us could partner with Built to come up with a product. So everything that we do applies to that partnership as well. So yes, we promise to be safe.
You promise our money is safe.
But actually we don't keep money. Actually, we don't hold deposits or anything. So your fear should be allayed. It's rather us risking our money with you. So maybe you should be promising us that you will pay back your loans. But yeah, pretty much that's it. We don't keep funds. What would probably apply is data. And like I'm saying, we have the right certifications, and we are consistently monitored for any gaps or loops or etc. So we do a surveillance audit every year. Every year there's a surveillance audit to maintain that certification. Yeah.
So moving forward, what is Fido bringing on? What should we expect from your company?
We are actually looking forward to a very big year, especially in the partnership space. There are a lot of partnerships that we are looking to launch this year, so you should look forward to that. Last year we did something special, which is mobile device financing. So today our customers can access credits from us to purchase devices. We are actually, let me say, the only player in Ghana who allows people to buy mobile phones and pay no deposits. So any other buy now, pay later service provider, would ask you to deposit maybe 30%, 20%, but you have to put money down. But for us, our customers go and take the device, and then the rest is between us and them. They pay us back. Yeah.
All right, so you heard from him. If you need money, go to Fido.
Come to Fido.
All right, thank you very much for talking to us. Can you share with us your social media handles?
Social media? Find me on LinkedIn. So I'm Philip Twum, FCCA.
Okay.
Philip Twum, yeah.
All right, Philip, we will definitely find you on social media. All right, thank you very much, guys. This is African Discourse channel, and it was very, very nice speaking to you and Fido. Have a great evening, sir. Let me.